Hi, my name's Mark. I'm the golf professional here at Cranbourne Golf Club. Today I'm just going to do a series in terms of understanding the distance that you stand from the golf ball. It's a really important part of golf, and it's one of the things that most people don't understand, and it's quite a common thing that goes wrong, particularly when people start hitting the ball really badly. Now, in terms of playing the game, golf is just an athletic motion. It's throwing a ball, it's playing tennis, it's playing t-ball, it's playing any sort of athletic motion. So effectively we swing the golf club in a circular arc, same as every other shot, but it's really important to then get the distance from the ball right. Most people, particularly when you first start, tend to stand too close to it because they tend to work in a chopping action. As you go in a chopping action, your arm bends out behind you, so you actually shorten the distance from here. So one of the common problems that we see, particularly when we start changing someone's swing, is they do tend to shank the ball a little bit, so they hit the inside of the golf club. Because of this, and when you get a chopping action, as I said, you tend to get a narrowing of your left arm as it comes through the ball, and you get a chicken wing out the other side, which always creates a slice. So as we start to then get a rounded motion, you do have to stand a little bit further away. So good players do tend to stand further away. Too much is a bad habit, and amateur golfers tend to stand too close as a bad habit. So as a better player, we tend to want to always stand closer to the ball, and as an amateur golfer, you tend to want to stand further away from the ball. It tends to free your arms up. So it's the opposite way around for good players to average players. Now, how do you actually get the right distance from the ball? It's quite simple. Effectively, your arm length is the radius of your circular motion. So if I rotate my torso like this, my arm length doesn't change. So it only changes when I start to chop at something. All right, so essentially, we don't want to try and hit the golf ball, it's a swinging motion. So if you ever watch baseball on TV, they always start with batting their left arm, and they extend their arm out and they reach out and they touch the other side of the plate, because the pitch has to come in that area. So golf is sort of very similar to that, is we have an extension of your left arm and we add your right hand to it. So effectively, this is too close, this is too far away, and this is just right. It's where your upper arms just sit lightly on your torso. So too far away, too close, and just right. So you want to try and get your arms on your body. So effectively, as I then make my rotation, my arm length here is the point where the golf club is travelling at its fastest. So from a setup point of view, this would be too far away, this would be too close, and this is just right. So effectively at this point I've got the bat lined up with the middle, the ball lined up in the middle part of the bat, so I can then rotate my torso and just hit the ball at that point. Now that's okay with a T-ball stand and tennis ball. If, however, just drop the ball onto the ground, essentially just to show you what it looks like, if I hold the club up here, I get into that same position. So this is too far, this is too close, this is just right. It's where my upper arms just sit lightly on my body. So we don't want to tend to have it too far away and too close. Ladies do have a bit more of a trouble with this. They do tend to get a little bit further away than closer for obvious reasons. But if we go from here and we just lean forward, that's the position I want to be. So this would be too far away, this would be then too close. All right, so a good way of just checking is to hold the golf club up here, just get your upper arms just lightly on your body, and then lean forward. All right, your feet then just go apart. Your feet are only there to stop you from falling over. There's no other reason for them. In fact, when we do the discussion on path and plane, then I'll explain why your feet make no difference. So I don't care where your feet are pointed, it doesn't make any difference at all. So you can have your feet like this for all that matters, but as soon as I start to swing, if I deliver the hitting implement back to 90 degrees, the ball goes at the target. So from a distance from the ball, hold the golf club up in front of you, stretch out too far, bring it in too close, and then find happy medium. So it's basically where your arms are lightly on your body. So from a swinging point of view, get that rounded motion, get your arms back onto your body, not too close, but certainly not too far away. Amateur golfers, as I said, do tend to stand too close to it because that's the nature of their swing. So once you do get that rounded motion, you do need to give yourself the right amount of room, otherwise you do start shanking the ball.